Welcome to Cunningham's Corner, coming to you live from West Palm Beach. We're here in Camp Cunningham's gym, and we got a very, very special guest in the house tonight, the one and only Adrien, about Billions Broner, better known to me as my little nephew. What's up, bro?
What's happening? What's going on?
Oh, man, nothing much. You got me sitting here doing my show tonight in a soaking wet shirt, putting in work with you. You know, when you come in and say you got to get some work done, I gotta give you what you asked for. But so now I got to do the show like this, so it's all good. We're going to make it do what it do. What's up with you, though?
I ain't doing nothing, man. Just getting back ready and getting focused and getting ready for a fight.
Oh, yeah. Well, shoot, you down here in Miami, man, and you they treating you like the new LeBron James down here in Miami, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Yeah, man, you with all the VIPs and, you know, inviting me down, got me in all the Big Willie's houses down on Star Island, and so you know, you doing your thing, man. You know.
Yes, sir.
You know, they say what they want to say, but you make it do what it do, no matter where you at. I don't care where you at, you gonna make it do what it do, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. But we got the latest and the greatest shows and the hottest topics tonight to talk about. We got a big fight weekend this weekend. We got 3 fights on Showtime. I mean, golly, 3 fights in one night. We got Gary Russell Jr. We got Dirrell, not Anthony, Adrien Dirrell fighting. And then we got a little guy that you know, had some interesting back and forth with recently. My man, Tank Davis, Gervonta Davis, you know, so he's fighting over there. That's Floyd's little guy, and he's fighting over in the UK. And I was talking to you earlier today, man, and I ain't really seen the little guy that he's fighting, Liam, whatever his name. Walsh, Liam Walsh. And you were saying that he's a sharp little fighter.
Gervonta, he definitely got a tough task in front of him. But you know, I'm looking for him to go out there and stay focused and don't let all of the foolery and all of the hype that's going around right now get to his head. I just want him to stay focused because you know he's going out there to this guy's territory, and you never know how those judges are going to call the fight.
That's what I was saying on I was talking to my producer about that, like 3 shows. I think I had Ben from Fight Hype on the show, and I brought up, you know, I done been there and done that. I done took my fighter overseas. We won 11 out of 12 rounds, and we still lost the fight. So I done been there and done that, but he seemed to think that, you know, he's with Floyd, so, everything is covered. So, but if that fight's close, being overseas.
Honestly, he really can't think just because he's Floyd that he's going to get the decision that he's supposed to get. You got to think about it. Look at Badu's Jack last fight.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's good. That's a good answer. And I should have brought that up when I was talking to Ben when he brought that up. That's a good answer, man.
You know, Badu Jack obviously to me won that fight.
Right. A lot of people thought Badu Jack won that fight. But,
you know, it didn't go his way. So just think if you're in a different country and the guy is from there, you're going to somebody's home field. I mean, you got to have a knockout. You know?
Mm-hmm. I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking Tank need to go over there and get a knockout win because I was just speaking on what I went through with Corey Spinks over in Italy. So, you know, I know how things can be when you go overseas and you really want to take it out of the judge's hands, you know. So, but you know, you was telling me also. I was thinking it was just some opponent that Floyd taking this guy over there, getting some international experience, and you know, it's a easy fight in the bag. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, he needs to get a knockout then if that's the case. You know, he definitely needs to get a knockout.
He can box. He can bang. He fight.
Tank is probably 5'4". 5'5".
They got him 5'6", but he like 5'5".
5'5". Okay. All right. Wow, man, that's interesting. You just made the bookies kind of flip the script. You got everybody thinking now, man, because I mean, going in, Tank was a heavy favorite. So, you know, if this guy can fight a little bit, and the fact that you overseas, it goes the distance. The fight is close.
It's gonna be a hell of a fight. You know, with Tank, you know, he got speed and power. You know, he just got to be smart in this fight. You know,
Right,
but
right.
Walsh, you know, he's not a bad puncher himself, and he's a volume puncher. He throw a lot of shots. He uses angles. He coming to you from the left side, right side, southpaw, orthodox.
Man, that sound like a nasty combination, man.
Yeah, I really study.
Did they
boxing.
do their research?
I don't know. I study boxing, and I've seen Tank since his first fight, and I've recently been watching a lot of Walsh's fights. And
Well, I know you know Tank because actually he was your fighter at first,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I know, I remember that. So
Yeah.
you know, so I know you know him. So, well, I mean, hey, all I can do is wish him luck, and hopefully he go over there and do his thing and keep rolling, and you know, defend his title and come on back to the United States the same way he left. You know.
exactly.
You know, on another note, we got a huge fight on HBO also, and that's a little fight that you may take a little interest in. You know, being as though that's right around your weight division, and he's being promoted as the 140-pound king, and that's Terrence Crawford fighting Felix Diaz.
Yeah.
How do you see that fight going?
On paper, you know, with the names, you know, everybody probably look at it like Terrence Crawford just gonna exploit this guy and just run right through him. But you know, only a real boxing fan know that Felix Diaz is more than just an opponent.
Yeah, everybody. I'm talking about. I talked to everybody in the industry, and everybody saying, "Man, Terrence Crawford in a real fight Saturday night."
Most definitely, and I think he know that. And I've actually, you know, me and Terrence Crawford, we talk all the time. You know, and he's in Colorado as we talk, he's probably out there where they
Yeah, he
fight
out
now.
there in New York
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
So, but he did his training camp in Colorado. He had some good sparring. But you know, Felix Diaz, man, he's not gonna lay down, man. He didn't win that gold medal just by just beating anybody.
No, a gold medal. Anybody that can win a gold medal, they can fight. You know, you don't win a gold medal by not being able to fight. I've seen Felix Diaz a couple of times. I saw the fight with him and Lamont, but you know, it was a close fight, and Lamont got the decision. But a lot of people thought that fight could have went to Diaz.
I mean, you know, with me, you know, Lamont, he's a close friend of mine, a brother of mine.
Right.
And you know, sometimes when you at the fight and you so close to someone, you really don't watch what the other guy do until you get home, and then you really watch the fight. You're like, oh snap, this is a real close fight. You know, like I tell everybody, man, I'm just happy it fell our way, and Lamont's back a world champion again, and I'm back rolling.
Yeah. Well, Saturday night, Felix Diaz is saying that he's gonna give Terrence Crawford the fight of his life.
I can believe it. Yeah, I can believe it.
Wow.
Every time I seen him in the ring, he always either making somebody look like a fool or giving somebody the fight of their life.
Wow. And see, I mean, shoot, Terrence Crawford's promoter got to be sitting on pins and needles, man, because he's right at the brink being a pay-per-view fighter.
Exactly.
You know, I know what they want to do. They want to get this over with and move on to probably Mr. Pacquiao. You know, because they know Pacquiao is on his last leg.
Yeah.
And fighting a black slick fighter is not going I mean, that's not doing Pacquiao any favors.
Exactly.
So they're really putting the old guy out the pasture and bringing in the new star and to propel Mr. Crawford's career off the back of Manny Pacquiao is what the plan probably is. So, but from what I'm seeing in this fight here, this is a really, really dangerous fight right before he's in the brink of going into superstardom. So it's probably got a lot. That camp has probably got a lot of nervous energy in it going into this weekend.
Well, when I talked to Terrence, he sounded very confident. I know he always trained to be ready.
Yeah. I saw the little special that, and I know this is what makes me know that Top Rank is really getting ready to put a big push behind Terrence Crawford, because I saw the little special that they did, the little YouTube training camp special, when they're doing 4 episodes to try to build up his image. And we had a conversation about this about 3 shows ago, and everybody was talking about some of your last headlines in the news, and I brought up the fact that Terrence Crawford is a hell of a fighter, but his promoter has to do the stuff for him, like make up this training video to try to promote him and get him out there, because they're getting ready to try to make him a pay-per-view star, but he's not really that he's a great fighter, but he's not that type of guy that knows how to really promote himself. That personality is not an overwhelming personality. Exactly. Like this personality that's sitting right next to me in this chair right here, they don't have to make you basically do all your promotions and videos, and you do that yourself, right?
Yes, sir.
But they had to do this for this guy. Right. But I'm speaking on that because it's telling me the direction that they're getting ready to try to go in with his career.
Right.
So taking a fight this dangerous, being right at the brink of going into superstar, and then, me and you just talked about this in the car. Getting to that real money, that pay-per-view money is where that real money is. Yeah. Because that's where you can see where all the numbers are. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You can get to some real money. So he has to be on point Saturday night. And Mr. Diaz is good enough. He's good enough to be a problem, right?
For anybody, though.
Right.
For anybody. So going in there with Mr. Felix Diaz, man, you got to be on your A game, because if not, man, it's a liability you lose. Right.
Devin's been sparring with Amir Iman, and I was having this conversation with Amir's people, because he's ranked #1. He's the mandatory #1 for Terrence Crawford. And I was saying, just from my experience in the business, you can forget about seeing Terrence Crawford, because once he deal with this Felix Diaz situation,
you're going to bigger and better.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting Saturday night to see how that plays out. But Crawford got a history of being a cool, calm customer. He's relaxed, he's smart. And he usually, when the lights are shining bright, he usually step up to the plate and deliver.
I think he'll be all right.
Just like you.
Of course.
Yeah. And you just said a key word too, because whatever Diaz might come out, get a little momentum, but Terrence got a history of making that adjustment, and then it's like watching a pitcher shutout. There's somebody else that had that type of history too, we both know real well, and that's Mr. Mayweather. Once he make that adjustment, it's like watching him pitch a shutout. And speaking of that, on another note, on another fight, tell me how you think things are going to play out with the rematch between Andre Ward and Kovalev.
Honestly, I think Andre's going to beat him a lot easier this time.
Told you. I told you. But we got a lot of callers calling in, man. And speaking of callers, let's get that number up there so we can get some callers to call in. We want to hear their opinion. But we got a lot of callers calling in talking about that Kovalev is going to do better in the rematch.
Nah.
I don't think Kovalev.
He can't. He did his best.
That's what I told him, man. I said he showed us what he could do.
Yeah.
I think that Andre Ward, got a whole lot more tools in the toolbox.
Rusty.
Yeah, and I just think he got other shit. The one and only Adrien Broner, Mr. AB, about the business, and eventually be about the billions. You got to be about the business first, which brings the billions. So and that's what it's all about, man. Yeah, I made a comment to a couple of callers. I got a lot of heat from a couple of callers from like 3 shows ago, and I was talking to a few callers, and I was saying that if we were speaking on you at 140 as opposed to being at 147, and I was saying that if you fought consistently at 140, I think you would be the best fighter in 140. That convinced me. I already know, but yeah, but I just wanted to ask a question. Is that a weight division? Is that it's 140 the weight division that where you really think you're gonna probably be the cash cow, and what happens when you're a cash cow in any division, right? You know what happens? Because if you don't know, I'm about to tell you. Them welterweights, they gonna squeeze themselves down to come see the cash cow. You know what I'm saying? So you still gonna be wherever the cash cow is. That's where everybody's gonna come. If they gotta lose weight, or if they gotta put on a few pounds to come up from 35, or lose a few pounds at 47 to meet you at a catch weight 43 or something to make a big fight. So I would suggest that you go to 140. And any big names that's anywhere close to you, they need to come see you where you at. Do you agree?
I agree, for sure.
Yeah. So that's only gonna be 10% for that for that advice. That's that advisor, that 10% advisor's fee that some of these people out here doing nothing getting. But anyway, yeah, man, I see you doing your thing at 140, and even if you look at Canelo. Canelo making people squeeze down and do what they need to do to get, because he the cash cow.
Right.
That's what they gonna do. I mean, even Canelo is the cash cow in this Triple G fight. Triple G is a great opponent, but the cash cow
is Canelo for sure.
It's Canelo. Do you agree, John?
I agree. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Budget microphone here, but yeah, I think that Canelo's really the A side on this for everything.
Yeah. Including
the cash, the fans, the money, the hype, the everything.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I don't see a lot of where's Triple G is from. Where's Kazakhstan. Yeah. I don't.
It's not a big fan base.
Yeah, I don't.
Getting on planes and flying over here to the Jam Grand. That's for sure. Right. So when you're the cash cow, you make the demands. You set the rules, and everybody else gotta come see you. So and now that Floyd's gone, but sort of.
He's still here.
So I was watching the game last night, and I see Dana White on the post game show with Shaq, Kenny Smith, talking about he's got the deal is done on the McGregor side, and he's talking to Al and Floyd this week, and he feels real good about getting this deal done.
Wasn't that the hard part of that was the tough end of the deal, wasn't it?
Well, what, getting McGregor side done? I don't know. Because Floyd still got to agree.
Floyd been agreed.
Oh, wow. So you were right, John. The hard side was getting the UFC on board.
Yeah.
Not McGregor, the UFC.
Yeah.
And that the UFC went on TNT last night to announce to the world we're on board with this Mayweather fight.
Yep.
So looks like it's going down
In July.
I heard more like November.
November.
Yeah,
That's a better date.
Yep.
By a mile.
Yep. They definitely, because they ain't gonna go before Triple G and they ain't gonna go before Triple G and Canelo. I don't think so. But I don't know. I mean, maybe they'll go before them to
Mess up.
go before them.
Yeah. Mess up.
What you think, John?
I think they got to get the pay-per-view money in whatever month they could get it in. Because this is all about swiping $99.95 from the 1 million faithful UFC fans. So it's got to come up. It can't come in a month where they have to give up a UFC event to do that. They probably won't, but they got to give up their base for 1 month to fund this fight. You understand that, right?
Right.
They've got a very faithful.
Floyd told me he's fighting in July.
July's a bad month, though. That's the problem. It's just not good for pay-per-view.
Floyd said, I'm fighting in July, and I want to spar you in camp.
And I guess it's happening in July.
And I told him to kick your ass.
But you ain't nothing like McGregor.
I know, he just was
Joking and shooting the shit, I guess. Yeah. But that's crazy, man. I mean, it really, this whole deal is, I mean, it's a genius move to me. I mean, I mean, he's fighting a guy that doesn't know how to box, and he's making either the same or more than he made against Pacquiao.
Same, I think he is.
He told me $13 million a minute.
Wow, $13 million a minute. That's a lot. That's a lot of
It's
money.
going to be $99.95, and they're going to get 3 million buys minimum, maybe more.
They might get more. They got 4 million, close to 4 million buys for Mayweather Pacquiao.
That's right.
So this is.
You can count the hardcore UFC fans all in.
They all in, and all the boxing fans are in.
I talked to my son, and
Pacquiao got 4 million buys?
Yeah, close to like 3.7. Yeah. Real money, man. Real money.
Ridiculous.
But I don't think they're paying McGregor $75 million. That's what he was talking about.
No, they might get $75 million for that whole side. For the UFC side, they might get a $75 million guarantee.
So? Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And Floyd and Al might get a $100 million guarantee on their side with crazy upside.
Money will be flowing that night, man.
Yeah, because you're gonna get every UFC person on planet. Every UFC person is, like you said, is all in. Every boxing person gonna be all in.
Yeah.
Because they want to see if this guy
gonna kick Mayweather.
Boy, you already know. First of all, they want to see if he might throw a lucky punch. But the word on the street is this dude is going to throw or pull or kick or pull one of those stunts.
He ain't gonna know what to do when Mayweather's touching him up.
So he's just gonna result back to
UFC. And the crazy thing is, if I was him, ain't no penalty for that unless they put it in contract.
Yeah, well, they gonna have to. Yeah,
he only get disqualified. He still get paid.
Yeah, he still get paid, but he get disqualified, right? So, and I know Floyd. I know Floyd's got it in the rules. I know they got it in the rules where you fighting under the boxing rules, so you can't kick in boxing.
Yeah, he could get, depending on where it is, if it's in California, because that's where they've got the license now. But eventually he's going to get it in Nevada. They'll find the shit out of him if he throws a kick and hits him in the head. You know, that'll be on the order of Tyson fighting Holyfield.
Shit, I mean, think about it. 12th round or 10 round. They might do 10 rounds. He's losing, and he just whip a flying knee.
My page. Is it doing that again, John?
I don't know. It's streaming on it. I'm looking on your page right now.
Yeah, it's doing nothing on my page.
He whip a flying knee, man. You know, that'll be the biggest thing in boxing.
Yeah, well, that's what everybody's saying. They're saying.
Well, you think he's really going to fight a dirty fight?
The word is, man, that this dude is going to result to
disqualification.
A UFC. He ain't going to just. The word is, man, that this dude ain't just going to stand there and just get beat up, just get rat-a-tat-tatted all night in a boxing match.
Which is what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
He gonna yank a elbow. He gonna throw an elbow or a kick or do something.
Submission move or something.
Yeah.
Think so?
Yeah. And what do he got to lose?
Nothing. He get his check and then go back to the cage.
He get disqualified. So what? I'm going back to the cage. I'm going back to the cage.
Yeah.
I'm going back to the cage anyway. So I mean,
oh man.
You know. So I don't know, man. I don't know. So it's gonna be interesting. But we're gonna take a commercial break, and when we come back, we're gonna be taking callers. So when we come back, look to take some callers. I'm here with AB, and we'll be taking a few calls, and we'll see you on the other side of the commercial break.
Tell me, Kenny, how is it you rub my belly so fine with that secret rub of yours? And don't even tell me what you're gonna do next. I love you, Kenny Bear. Tell me, Kenny baby, what you gonna do next?
Kenny Bear's Old Florida Barbecue Rub and Seasoning. Grab a bottle today.
Hi, Billy C here. I want to talk to you about Sal's Neighborhood Pizzeria and Ristorante Italiano. Sal's Neighborhood Pizzeria and Ristorante Italiano serves the freshest and finest homemade Italian cuisine with Sal's family recipes from the old country. Sal's incredibly delicious brick oven pizza is the best pizza I've ever had. And I'm from New York. Come join us today on St. Simon's Island in the beautiful Golden Isles of Georgia. We're located at exit 29 off of I-95. Sal's is open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, with private parties available on Sundays. For more information, call 912-268-2328 or go to salsneighborhoodpizzeria.com. Sal's Neighborhood Pizzeria and Ristorante Italiano, where new faces become old friends, and our family tradition is to serve you the very best.
We're back, coming to you live from Camp Cunningham's gym here in West Palm Beach, Florida. I'm your host, Kevin Cunningham. Special guest, Adrien the Problem Broner is in the building, and we're talking boxing tonight. When we left, we were talking about Mayweather and McGregor, and it's gonna be. It's gonna be interesting. Yeah, we rolling. It's gonna be interesting to see just how much it takes to get the Mayweather side to close this deal. The McGregor side is done, like Dana White said, and they're just waiting to finish up on the Mayweather side. So that's gonna be interesting. But next week, is going to be another big fight. And to me, this is a even money fight, me personally. A lot of people are saying, and the fight that I'm talking about is Kell Brook versus Errol Spence. A lot of people is just saying Errol Spence.
I look at it as it's definitely a much bigger fight than Gervonta and Walsh. But same circumstances, man. If you ask me, we can't go in these guys' backyard and expect a close fight. I don't care if you went 8 rounds to 4.
Right.
You mess around and lose that fight.
Right.
It's how you do it. You got to knock them down 2-3 times over there. And I still seen fighters lose like that.
Yeah. I agree.
But, I think both of these guys really need a knockout or a very deadly and convincing win.
Yeah, I agree, man. With Eddie Hearn and Kell Brook, they've done some big business over there. Has to have knockout on the brain.
But Earl gonna be ready. Earl ready.
Oh, I'm not doubting that he's ready, but I think he's got to go get him out of there.
But Kell's ready too, though.
Yeah.
I've been watching them both.
I got this. Unless, here's the deal. I got this a 50-50 fight. Unless this Kell Brook has some lingering effects from the Triple G fight.
He didn't take that much punishment, though.
No, they stopped it. They got him.
They
got the money. He was looking good. He started getting touched up a little bit. It's time. It's over. We're out of our weight class anyway. Let's get up out of here. So they got him out of there before he got too much wear and tear.
Yeah.
So I think that was a smart move, looking forward. So it was a smart move by the team. So I don't know if there's a lot of wear and tear from the Triple G fight.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's not a lot of wear and tear, you're gonna get a sharp Kell Brook, and you're gonna have a young, sharp Errol Spence, and you got a hell of a fight, and you got a 50-50 fight in my eyes. And I just saw Kell Brook. They were wondering how would he rip that weight down after he built up all that muscle to fight middleweight, and they said he's walking around right now at 153 pounds, and he's slim, but he's ripped. So it don't look like the weight. He had a problem getting back down to 147. So I just think he's
definitely the bigger guy. He's a bigger body.
Yeah, and I think he's still hungry too. I think he still wants to make his place in the welterweight division and in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows if he beat a young stud like Errol Spence, he knows he's gonna get a mega fight. He said he wants to fight Keith Thurman right after this fight, and that fight would probably take place over the UK because that's where the money's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta look at this. We were just talking about the heavyweight fight with Joshua and Klitschko. 90,000 people, man.
They came out like gladiators, man.
Man, and the fight was a great fight, a heavyweight fight. 90,000. So you know that his next fight, if it's over there, he could do 100,000. Yeah. Because that 90,000 people were standing on their feet after the fight.
Yeah. But the heavyweight division is coming back, though.
Yeah, yeah. It's going to be a huge fight.
But going off topic, if I don't get me wrong, I love Anthony Joshua. He's great. He's good. But if Deontay Wilder land that right hand, it's bye-bye.
Yeah, it's bye-bye.
It's bye-bye.
It's bye-bye, but he got to land it.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah, he got to land it because he still got a lot of work to do.
We know that, but that's something we'll talk about. But
yeah, but he got a little more polishing to do. But all he got to do is land that right hand flush,
and it's over.
And it's game over. And Anthony Joshua done showed that he's got some he can go down. You know, he showed that with Klitschko. Yeah. You know, he's vulnerable.
He got up.
Yeah, he's got some vulnerabilities, but he got up. He got up. Yeah, a young fighter gets up and then finishes the deal.
Yes, that's what was impressive.
You can't ask for no more.
Absolutely, that's what impressed me.
Yeah, that showed you the true mark of a champion.
A true champion.
Yeah, it's just like Andre Ward with Kovalev.
Yeah,
he was hurt. I saw that Andre Ward was hurt when he got hit with the first jab of Kovalev. I saw a look in his eye, that glazed look. I'm like, wow.
Ward's going to win this fight 10 rounds to 2.
Ward?
Yeah, in the rematch. He's going to win. He's going to win 10 rounds. I'm telling you, he after that knockdown, he learned. He didn't get touched again, and the rest of that fight looked like probably what the second fight's going to be.
Yeah, he's going to take the right hand away. Yeah. And he's going to pitch a shutout, you know. But this going back to Joshua, I like him. I like him. I like his personality. He's a showman. And speaking again with the promoters, I hope the promoters here in the States take notes on how to present a fight.
They keep on trying to water boxing down, and
that's not boxing, and you're taking a piece of entertainment away. I mean, that's entertainment value.
They had pyro.
Oh man, they had pyro. They had the lift to lift him up in the air with the fireworks, with the AJ. People going crazy.
It was $2 million worth of production just for that crowd.
Look. It was like being at a rock concert
and
a fight all in the same time.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I'm telling you, who keeps the lid on this stuff in this country is one network doesn't like it.
Yeah, but I'm saying when a fighter gets a national recording artist, bring him out, and you kill the sound, the pipe-in sound through the TV, you kill that whole production. And the people at home can't get the full effect of that ring entrance because that has entertainment value. Oh, here comes the money train. We got the money train.
It's the money train pulling up.
Yeah, yeah.
That scared the dog shit out.
Yeah, that's the money train.
Yeah, 7:45 right on the dot.
Yeah, that's the money train, man.
Whoo, the ground starts shaking. I said, hold on, something wrong.
That's the money train. The money train come through Camp Cunningham, man. Oh, yeah, all day and night. Yeah, yeah. But, yeah, man, so I can see
phone lines are open.
We got any calls? Well, you can call in right now. The phone lines are open. 904-302-7220. Call in and we can talk boxing with myself, Mr. Adrien Broner. We're right here live. So back to Kell Brook and Errol Spence. That's gonna be. That's one of those fights. It's almost like a can't miss fight.
Yeah, you gotta see it.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be everything that it's built up to be. I think it's gonna be a great fight. I can't even see that fight being boring.
It can't be.
Cause
Earl brings too much pressure for that fight to be boring. And Kell Brook is not going back down.
No, and Kell Brook, you know, Sean Porter, it ain't too many people bring more pressure in the welterweight division than Sean Porter. And Sean Porter bring retarded, crazy pressure that is so awkward you don't even know what I mean, you don't know which way it's coming or what's coming or if it's coming or it's jumping out or is it a football head or is it elbow. You don't know what's coming with you when you're fighting Sean Porter. With Errol Spence, it's more of a controlled pressure. He's strong. He's bringing pressure, but it's more fundamentally. It's more a fundamental type pressure. The punches are normal hooks, right hands. Exactly. You know, but Sean is so awkward. He adds such a whole nother piece to what he's doing. And I mean, to be honest with you, man, he's got a little method to that madness. You know, I mean, it's working for him. So, I mean, when somebody's having success with something, I mean, what's the old saying? Don't mess with success. So, hey,
if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No, him and his dad, I guess they kind of.
You think Spence is going to come out and take some chances here?
Yes.
Early.
That's Spence.
He's fighting on the other guy's home turf.
That's Spence.
And he comes out in the first couple rounds and really takes some chances.
That's Earl. He's going to try to come out and make Kell feel it.
That's what I think.
Wow. Really?
Yeah, why not, man?
Well, I mean, he's got to take chances.
To go over there and win anything.
Listen, you got to get the crowd out of this fight
anything
first.
Tit for tat, they giving it to Kell.
Keep the phone number up on the thing. Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Anything that's tit for tat, they're gonna give it to Kell.
We got a call. Hello. You're on Cunningham's Corner.
Hey, ask for AB will he fight Pacquiao at 140 or 147?
He heard you.
We're making it'll be a catch weight, probably 43, 44.
Okay.
What else you want to know? We talking boxing, man. Anything you want to know in the fight game, we talking about it. What else what else can we talk to you about?
I ain't on nothing right now. I just wanted to know that.
You just wanted to know.
Willing to fight Pacquiao.
Was he willing to? He willing to fight him. That's for sure.
Is they willing to fight me? That's the real question.
Yeah.
What the Floyd hype?
What about the Floyd hype?
So you and Floyd gonna get out of the what?
Floyd ain't boxing. Floyd ain't fighting boxers no more. Floyd fighting UFC fighters.
If I was a UFC fighter, we would.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's
okay. He pulling numbers. Okay, I got you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He definitely gonna do some numbers with that McGregor fight. That's for sure. You know.
Okay.
That's all that fight's gonna do is numbers.
It's all about money. You know, at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
Yep. So. Yeah, but
I hear that, bro.
All right, thanks, brother.
All right, appreciate your call, my man. Yeah, man. So, yeah, that's interesting too. You know, a lot of people will want to see you fight Pacquiao, man. You see that? You notice that?
Yeah.
Pacquiao is ripe for the taking, and I think Bob gonna feed that chicken to his young lion.
Bud.
Yeah. I mean, if you was promoting him, you know, you do what it takes to get your young lion to put him in the mix to where he could be, you know, at that marquee level. You know, you know they kind of done gave up on. They know about the McGregor fight with Floyd, so they giving up
on the rematch.
And the only reason they was willing to risk Pacquiao with you because
if he beat me, he can get the rematch.
Yeah.
But that was a bad risk.
Yeah, well, we know that, but so now Bob is at a point. Okay, well, look like we gonna be getting Floyd, so we gotta.
But they have been calling.
Yeah. Well, you never know, man. You never know how this stuff go.
Been calling.
That's just my opinion. I'm looking at the landscape of how moves are being made, and people are, trying to maneuver, and this boy Terrence Crawford is the next big thing that Top Rank has. I mean, what other stars do they have over there?
Nobody, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. So they gotta get him in pay-per-view position.
But the thing with Terrence, he's a hell of a fighter. But it comes to a point to where, to be a pay-per-view star, you got to get the people who don't follow boxing to know who you are.
That's right.
And that's where you got to make the cross. You got to cross over to that lane. And right now, it's just not there. Because he's so quiet. But he's a hell of a fighter.
What does he do to change that? How does he change it?
Well, I was always told, man, some people got it and somebody don't. Some people don't.
Agreed.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's part of this business. That's part of the business, promoting yourself as well as in the ring boxing. Oh, we got another caller. You on Cunningham's Corner. Who we talking to?
Yes, sir. This is Mr. Maxwell. I'm calling from the Bahamas.
Oh, what's going on, Mr. Maxwell from the Bahamas? Appreciate your call.
Yes, sir. No problem. I have two questions. The first question is concerning the Errol Spence and the Kell Brook fight. Seeing that Errol Spence was literally destroying everybody they put before him, Algieri, Bundu, and it seemed like Kell Brook was hesitant to take the fight with Errol Spence. Do you believe that because of that, Errol Spence may underestimate Kell Brook or may go into the fight a little bit arrogant and maybe underestimate him as if he's going to do Kell Brook? Because a lot of people think that Errol Spence is going to run through Kell Brook like he ran through Bundu and Algeria, but I don't believe it's going to happen like that.
First of all, Kell Brook is no Bundu and Algeria. That's the first thing.
Two different fights.
Yes, sir.
And secondly, I don't see underestimate in Errol Spence. I don't see that demeanor in Errol Spence. I see Errol Spence preparing himself and being the young, hungry lion that he is, and he's just so hungry to be champion of the world. I think he's just going over with the mentality that I gotta win at all costs. I think that's the mentality that Errol Spence is going over there with.
Yes, sir.
But my opinion about the fight, I think it's a 50-50 fight, and this fight can go either way.
60-40.
And Mr. Broner, you got your opinion about that, so you
60-40. I'm a little lenient because Earl's that's my bro, but I think it's 60-40 more than 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, I don't argue with that. I guess I make it 50-50 because of where the fight is being held.
Exactly.
So yeah, I would hope that Errol Spence is not underestimating Kell Brook by no means.
He's not.
And I don't think that's his demeanor going into this fight. So that's a great question.
Yes, sir. Can I ask my second question?
Sure.
My second question is concerning AB. I believe that first of all, I'm a very big fan of Adrien the Problem Broner. I'm a very huge fan of his. And he has the charisma, he has the skills, he has it all. To me, he has it all. And you know, I just can't wait to see him. Like, okay, like you see Keith Thurman, he have the 2 belts, and all these other people, they're fighting these mega fights. When will AB be back in another mega fight? Not downplaying the Granados fight, but when will AB be back in another mega fight?
Honestly, probably this July. It should be surfacing to the world soon, and it's gonna be a big fight. Hopefully, it go through, and I'll come out victorious.
So this sounds like undercard on the Mayweather and McGregor then.
I don't do undercards no more.
Okay. Well, okay, yes sir. Yes sir. Well, I look forward to seeing you on a big fight, and I just want you to know I'm a big fan of yours. I believe in you, and also I've been praying for you.
All right,
so thank y'all for taking my call.
I appreciate your call, and call us anytime. We welcome anytime. We're here every week, and we appreciate calls. You ask great questions, and I'm more than sure AB appreciates your support.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. So that was he seemed like an astute caller. He seems like
we killed a couple of calls, but the lines are back open now.
Yeah. If you called in and we didn't get your call, you can call in right now, 904-302-7220, 904-302-7220. But he asked some very good questions, and the question about Errol Spence being overconfident. I mean, I could see a fan that's watching the fights and the promotion and whatnot, and seeing a young fighter that's really running through everybody, being super confident and cocky. But that ain't Errol Spence, and I don't think he's going over there with that mindset. I think he's going over there confident, but I think he's just going to be ready. You're on Cunningham's Corner. Who are we speaking with?
This is Danny Jackson, Omar Henry advisor. Rest in peace.
Okay, rest in peace to Omar Henry. How you doing, Danny?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I just want to say today's fighter, they're more like WWE wrestlers. They're not fighting the best fighters that the fans want to see fight. They have a tendency of just fighting for money instead of giving us a real championship fight. And I think Adrien Broner, you need to step up, bro, because I like you as a fighter, but step up your game. Take back what you own. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Well, I'm sure AB can respond to that.
Step up. I mean, you got to understand this. When it's time to pay that bill, you can't call and say I'm sorry or give me some more time. So if let's say you got 3 opponents out, right? No disrespect to what you're saying. Let's say there's 3 opponents out there, and they like, okay, you got 2 amazing tough fights, and then you got a guy like he tough, but my sparring partner. Okay, so I'm like, so I come back and ask, I get the same amount if I fight either one of these guys? Oh nah, come on, bring me him.
No, I'm just saying, bro. You're a good fighter. You have skills and everything, but I just think that you should fight A-class opponents, because what you're doing really, I'm not saying from me, but people are looking and saying, well, he's nobody no more. That's what I hear, and I always thought good of you.
I mean, whatever people say, but they still watch my fights, and at the end of the day, hold on, and at the end of the day, when I start getting some A-list money, that's when I start fighting A-list fighters. I know my worth. I don't. Have my money right.
Isn't Al Heyman your advisor? He taking care of you?
Ah, man, I'm very taken care of.
Okay. Well, Al know me. I introduced Al in the boxing. He know who I am. So,
okay. Well,
I just feel that you step up your game. I'm not saying you haven't, but step up your game and go whip some ass. The whole Adrien Broner you was. You're a great fighter.
Oh, I got you. What I'm saying is this: if a fight presents itself, I'm gonna take it, of course.
Right? Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But as of right now, I'm doing what's best for Adrien Broner's career.
Well, let me. Can I speak to some of the things you said? Now, I don't know. You said your name is Danny Thomas
Jackson.
Danny Jackson. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I was with you in St. Louis when we fought on the Devin Alexander card, Omar Henry.
Okay, I know the fighter. I know Omar. Yeah. I know the fighter. Okay, all right. Well, Danny, I'm gonna say this. I think you're not completely accurate in respects to AB because, first of all, AB fought a Marcos Maidana. Fresh out of the 135-pound and 140-pound division, when he didn't have to.
I ain't even fight 40 yet when I fought.
Yeah. Went from lightweight to welterweight to fight Marcos Maidana, who went from that fight and went into Sean Porter, another tough, rugged, strong welterweight. And I mean, the man cleaned out the lightweight division, won titles at 140, and went right into the welterweight division and fought fights like that you avoid. So when you say, I mean, I know there's some fighters out here that have ducked and maneuvered their way through their careers with easy fights, but AB, I think you were to address his title. That's my point on what you had to say.
Right. Well, I just want to say one thing. All I know is, Adrien Broner, you're a good fighter, and what I meant by step up your game is get out that other stuff and get in the ring and do your thing like you were doing, earlier in your career. Because I believe you can be a dominant fighter, pound for pound, one of the best in the game. I'm not hating on you, and I like you a lot. I always pray for you, bro. Regardless.
All right. Well, we appreciate your call, Danny.
You're going to do your thing, brother. I'm rooting for you.
All right. Thank you, brother.
All right. We got another call.
Hey, what's going on?
Who are you talking to?
Hey, this is DJ from St. Louis. I got a couple questions.
What's up, DJ from St. Louis?
Hey, what's up? Man, I just want to, first off, how good Robert Easter looking this year, man? Like, for real, bro, doing his thing, man.
I mean, he's doing great. He got a big fight June 30th in Toledo again, and should be another sold-out crowd. And after this, we're gonna look for bigger names.
Man, that's what's up. And I got it's kind of a amateur question for AB. What tips you could give like young fighters like me? Like, how can we elevate our amateur career so when we go pro, we'll know that we're ready?
Man, listen, go out there. Anything you see, try. Don't be scared to try, because if you don't try, you can't fail. So anything for me, I learned from watching and trying once I'm in the ring. And
right.
Don't look at all of the watches, all of the cars. Don't look at none of that, because as long as you do what you do in that ring, everything else is gonna come. So make your main priority the boxing gym.
That's for real, man. Like, cause you had, man, what you had, like 300 some amateur fights, man. That sounds crazy, man. Like,
we fought every week.
Yep. 4 or 5 times a week.
Yeah, 4 or 5 times a week. We fighting every week. But see, back But back then,
AB.
boxing was different. Hold on. Back then, boxing was different. It was tournaments every week, though.
Yep. Sure was.
Now it's not many tournaments in the amateurs as it was back then.
Sure ain't.
Right. AB, I got a good opponent for you. I think will be a good fight and good matchup.
Who?
Lucas Matisse, man.
Man, I mean, you know, it might be a good matchup, but he's a welterweight.
Yeah, we didn't get the results, man. We know AB gonna clown, man.
I know, man. You know, but like I said, you know, that's a welterweight, and right now my main focus is 140 pounds, and you know that's what I'm focused on right now.
Right, man. Man, we already know it's gonna be a matter of time before you get another championship, man, because we all know what you're capable of, man. And we just want to do good things for you, man. That's all I got.
All right, my man. I appreciate you, man. Call anytime, man.
All right, thanks, appreciate it. Keep doing your thing.
All right,
brother.
All right. Yeah, man. So, you know, in this fight game, you got so many aspects and so many fans that look at things from so many different perspectives, man. It's crazy, but you gotta, you know, you just gotta deal with each perspective, each angle, each insight, and you know, keep it moving. But I don't know, man. I think it's a lot of people waiting to hear about who your next opponent is, man, and when your next fight is. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That lets you know that you on the fans' minds. You know, even when you ain't fighting. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing. You know.
Can I get your real quick opinion on Chavez and Canelo fight? We talked about that. But were you disappointed? What's your thoughts?
Of course, I just felt like he laid down. Like he didn't even try. Like a real fighter is gonna go out holding a sword. Like he let everything go. Like that's the way I felt. He came to pick up a check.
Disappointed, right?
And then he got the check, and he got it. Some strippers robbed him and stole the check.
And stole his watch.
You didn't hear about that?
$30,000 watch.
Yeah, and his check.
And the check.
Huh?
Yeah, you didn't know about that? Yeah, he went in the hotel room with some strippers.
But his wife was in the room next door, and he goes in this room and goes down to the bar.
So
Hooker set him up.
Did he get his check back?
They stopped payment or whatever.
They stopped payment on it. Yeah, and
But
he didn't get the check back. They took his watch, took some money, took his check.
And then they took selfie.
They took video. Yeah.
So they had to write him a new check.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah. I just think, man, he killed himself making 164.
Yeah.
He didn't have nothing.
He didn't have nothing, did he?
No, he was dead in the water.
Listen, those two guys after that fight, Canelo looked like he came from some spa treatment, and Canelo looked like he came. Chavez looked like he came from a bar brawl in Tijuana or something.
Yeah, man, his stomach was sunk all in, and man, he was dead before he got.
And he looked even worse that night on the hooker's
Wow.
cell phone video.
Yeah,
I didn't
man.
know that.
Yeah, man.
He took his check.
Yeah. So, he got an $8 million guarantee for that.
Said the check was $3 million though.
Yeah, that was that check. That's what he paid taxes on.
Yeah. I know where you're coming from.
Hey, but it was another.